And tonight's game between our Gate City Blue Devils and the Pulaski Cougars. We're just in time here now for the starting lineups.
Number 3, Demetrius Brown. At guard, number 4, Ryan Adams. At forward, number 5, William Peak. At forward, number 10, Shay Duncan. And at guard, number 13, Jared King. Guard, number 24, Steve Williams. At center, number 0, Josh Johnson. At forward, number 33, Cody Sage. And at forward, number 34, Jamie Hackney.
All righty, there's the starting lineups for tonight's game. It's been a good week so far for the Blue Devils. We defeated J.I. Burton Tuesday night and defeated John Battle last night in our first Clinch Mountain District game. And tonight, though, it's going to be a little bit different game. We're playing Pulaski for the second time. We went up there, lost by about 27, so hopefully we'll do a little bit better. In case you didn't hear the starting lineups for the Pulaski Cougars, starting at guard, we have Ryan Adams, number 4, and Jared King, 13. The forwards, Demetrius Brown, number 3. Nubian Peak, number 5, and Shay Dunnigan, number 10. Starting tonight for Gate City, guards Tylee Anderson and Stephen Williams, forwards Cody Salyer, Jamie Hackney, and at center Josh Johnson. Teams coming out now to mid-court to get everything underway. If this one stays true to form, it should be a lot of up and down the court action. Both teams like to really run the ball. Josh Johnson gets the tip. After a little bit of running around, Tylee bringing it up the court. Moves it over to Stephen Williams. Williams drives the basket, comes up short, but it's tipped in by Josh Johnson for 2 points. Pulaski now brings the ball down the court. Starts moving it around a little bit. Out to number 10, Dunnigan. There goes the shot by King. It was short. Rebound by Tylee Anderson. Brings it back down the court and is called for a push-out. Foul on 13, Jared King. Will bring the ball in from the side. Cody Salyer to bring the ball in. Brings it into Tylee Anderson. Tylee brings it up the court, being guarded by Demetrius Brown. Passes it over to Cody Salyer, over to Jamie Hackney, brings it around, takes a shot from the foul line, misses it, but we have a foul called. Foul was on number 4, Ryan Adams. Gate City brings the ball in. Cody Salyer has it out front. Moves it around to Jamie Hackney. Jamie comes in, passes it off to Stephen Williams. Stephen moves it back out to Tylee Anderson. Anderson dribbles around, goes up for a shot, but it's blocked out of bounds by Demetrius Brown. Pulaski makes a substitution. They take out Ryan Adams and bring in Tevin Maddox. Ball is passed in. Jamie Hackney gets it, goes up for the shot, misses the shot. Rebound by Shay Dunnigan. They bring the ball down the court. Maddox has it out of front. Tries to pass the ball in, not open. Demetrius Brown passes it off. Long shot there by Nubian Peak. And now Gate City will make some substitutions into the game. Tyler Parks and Matt Bays coming in for Josh Johnson and Stephen Williams. It's going to be Gate City ball under the Pulaski basket. Tylee Anderson brings the ball up the court. Pass over to Jamie Hackney. Hackney brings it back to Cody Salyer in the middle of the court. Brings it around to Tylee Anderson. Anderson up for the shot and good. Score 4-0 in favor of Gate City. We've played about 2 minutes. Jared King has the ball. He moves the ball around. Number 5, Nubian Peak. Peak passes it off to Maddox. Back to Peak. Back to Demetrius Brown. Drives for the basket. Passes it off to Maddox inside, and the shot was good. Tyler Parks now brings the ball up the court. A little bit of pressure by the Cougars. Jamie Hackney comes back, picks up the ball. We have it now on our side of the court. Hackney loses the ball. He'll be called for a double dribble. Couple more substitutions now in for Pulaski. Number 31, Zane Quisenberry. Number 12, Carter White. Now in for Gate City, Trevor Smith guards the inbounds man. Brings it up the court. Also in Jordan Potts. Jared King brings the ball around. Turnover. Potts gets the ball. Potts passes it to Trevor Smith. Smith has the ball. Cross-court pass back to Potts. Potts back out to Tyler Parks. Potts bringing the ball around. Passes it back to Parks. Ball into Matthew Bays. Bays head up and it's called a jump ball. Ball will go over to Pulaski. In for Pulaski's number 42, Travis Cox, and number 4, Ryan Adams comes back into the game for Gate City. They are now set with Trevor Smith, Stephen Williams, Jordan Potts, Josh Johnson, Tyler Anderson. Pulaski, long pass down the court, good. Shot there by Zane Quisenberry, which was good. Gate City now coming down the court. Tylee Anderson drives the basket and makes the shot. Gate City now has a 6-4 lead. Pulaski brings the ball down the court. Adams bringing it down the court. Passes over to Quisenberry. Quisenberry comes around. Back to Adams. Adams shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Comes the ball in. Still being knocked around. Finally, Trevor Smith comes out of there with it. Brings the ball down the court. Passes ahead to Jordan Potts. Potts back to Smith. Over to Tyler Anderson. Tylee dribbles around. Passes it off to Stephen Williams. Williams makes the drive, passes it off Josh Johnson. Johnson goes up for the shot, but he is fouled. I believe the foul was on number 42, Travis Cox. That'll be his first. That's 3 team fouls for the Cougars. Josh Johnson at the free throw line. Makes the first one. Gate City now leads 7-4 early. Massive substitutions by Pulaski. Tyler Parks is back in for Stephen Williams. Both teams are using plenty of their bench, and both teams playing hard man-to-man. Josh Johnson has his second free throw coming up. Misses it. Tyler Parks hits the rebound out to Jamie Hackney. Jamie drives in and makes the shot. Gate City now has a 9-4 lead. Ball brought up by Carter, passed off to finally to Adams. Adams takes the shot, rims in and out. 42 back up, misses the shot, but it is tipped in. We'll give that one to Ryan Adams. A little bit of pressure now in the backcourt. Tylee brings it down, gets the ball to Jamie Hackney. Back to Tyler Parks. Non-stop action so far in this first quarter. A little over 3 minutes to go. Cody Salyer drives in, misses. Josh Johnson gets the rebound and puts it in. Score now 11-6 in favor of Gate City. Ball brought up the court by Pulaski. They move the ball around. Number 5, Nubian Peak has it, being pressured by Tyler Parks. He tries to drive the ball, and he scores. His first points of the game. 11-8 now in favor of Gate City. Gate City breaks the pressure, brings it up the court. Ball's in the hand of Jamie Hackney. He shoots, he scores. Pulaski all the way back down the court now. Ryan Adams brings the ball over to Demetrius Brown. Brown throws it back. Jared Carter. Back to Ryan Adams. Back over to Nubian Peak. Still playing our tough man-to-man defense. Ball goes off the head of one of the Pulaski players. Gate City ball. Back into the game for Pulaski is Carter White and Shea Dunnigan. Gate City also makes some substitutions. On the court now for Gate City, Matt Bays, Trevor Smith, Tylee Anderson, Stephen Williams, and Cody Salyer. 13-8's the score, 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Now they've changed the call. Pulaski will be bringing the ball in. Out to Demetrius Brown out top. He's guarded by Stephen Williams. Brown brings the ball around. Three-point shot goes up and good. That one is by Jared King. Tylee brings the ball down the court. A little bit of pressure. They're trying to trap. Trevor Smith now has the ball. Passes it over to Stephen Williams. Stephen brings the ball around. Cody Salyer, quick ball into Trevor Smith, and Trevor Smith is fouled. Fouls on number 3, Demetrius Brown. That's 4 team fouls now for the Cougars. Gate City leads 13-11. Trevor Smith at the free throw line. Smith misses the first one, bounces around the rim. Coming in and out for Demetrius Brown is number 22. That'll be Tevin Maddox. Tylee Anderson also has a seat. Tyler Parks in the game now. Trevor Smith, second free throw, and it's good. Score now 14-11 in favor of Gate City. A minute and a half to go in the first quarter. Tevin Maddox brings the ball down the court, being guarded by Cody Salyer. Gets the 5-second call. Good pressure there by Cody. Jamie Hackney now back in the game. Cody has a seat. No, actually Cody is throwing the ball in. Jamie has the ball. Still in the back court. Brings it into front court. Passes over to Stephen Williams. Ball in to Cody Salyer. Cody misses the shot, but on the rebound it is tipped out. And the ball will be Gate City ball. Zane Quisenberry back in for Pulaski. He comes in to replace Nubian Peak. Ball lost by Matt Bays, recovered by Salyer. Then he loses it. Now we got a scramble, and Stephen Williams will be called for the travel. 1 minute to go in the first quarter. Gate City still holding on to a 3-point lead. Plenty of action in tonight's game. Tevin Maddox brings the ball down the court, passes in. They miss the shot. Matt Bays makes the rebound. Tylee Anderson brings the ball up court. Passes it back to Bays. Pass made in Stephen Williams. Williams makes a move for the basket and hits the shot. First points for Williams. Pass down the field. Pulaski loses the ball. Stephen Williams gets the turnover. He drives again. Pulls up. Tylee misses a short one. And we have an official down on the court. So there will be a stop in the action as we have an official that was hit. We'll take a timeout. The official, after a few moments to kind of compose himself, is back up. Looks like he's going to try to stay in the game. Didn't really see what happened, but with so many bodies flying around, looks like he ran into somebody. It's going to be Pulaski ball bringing in under the goal. We've got 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Gate City leads by 5. Ball's being brought down the court by number 13. That's Jared King. Being guarded by Jamie Hackney. Pass way in to Shea Dunnigan. Pass off to block made by Josh Johnson. Pulaski will throw the ball in. They've got 8 seconds. Ball is thrown out long. Passed over to Demetrius Brown. He's going to come around. Passes the ball off. Three-pointer goes up, and it is no good. And another long shot at the buzzer, no good. So at the end of the first quarter, the score, Gate City 16, Pulaski 11. At this time, we'd like to thank all our GCTV sponsors for girls and boys basketball for 2008. We are sponsored by Campus Drive-In, Delegate Terry Kilgore, Fairway Ford Volkswagen, Farm Bureau Insurance, New People's Bank, the Law Office of Jeff Hamilton, State Line Graphics, Scott County Long Distance, Tailored Information Technologies, Town of Gate City, and Weber City Drug Center. DVD copies of this game may be ordered by calling the Gate City High School office. All game DVDs are $15, and all proceeds from all sales will go back into the production efforts of GCTV. Well, so far the game has certainly had a lot of action to it, up and down the court by both teams. Both teams play an up-tempo style. Both teams play tough man-to-man defense. So we'll see if they can go at this for 4 quarters, but certainly the first quarter definitely entertaining, and the game does not drag. Getting ready now for the start of the second quarter. Again, Gate City leads 16-11. On the court for Gate City to begin the quarter will be Cody Salyer, Tylee Anderson, Tyler Parks, Matt Bays, and Jamie Hackney. On the court for Pulaski, we have their starting 5. That'll be Brown, Adams, Peak, Dunnigan, and King. Tylee Anderson brings the ball around. Go pass out to Cody Salyer. Salyer puts up a 3, and it's good. Pulaski brings the ball down. King passes off to Nubian Peak. Peak drives around, misses the shot. Tussle for the rebound. And Pulaski will be called for 3 seconds. Stephen Williams checks in the game for Tyler Parks. Coming in for Pulaski, number 42, Travis Cox. Gate City brings the ball in. Hackney has it, kindly in the corner, moves around to Stephen Williams, and he brings it into the front court. Stephen triple team. Somebody's got to be wide open, so he does get it over to Anderson. Back to Cody Salyer for 3. Missed it. Rebound Pulaski. Pulaski comes around. Demetrius Brown passes the ball off. Gets the ball passed back into him. Tip. And we're going to have a foul called. Foul is called by Cody Salyer. That's his first. That's also the first Gate City team foul. They're checking in now, Trevor Smith and Josh Johnson. Pulaski ball under the basket. Pass comes out to Demetrius Brown up top. Passes over to Nubian Peak. Peak to Adams. Adams has the ball, brings it around. Gets the ball back out to the top. Back to Adams. Adams thought about a 3. Passes it in. Short distance there. Points made by Travis Cox. Gate City brings the ball up court. A little bit of pressure by Pulaski. Cody Salyer crosses over, pass into Stephen Williams. Williams back out to Tylee Anderson. Anderson drives to the basket, and he will be fouled. Foul's called on Maddox. That is his first. That is the fifth on Pulaski. Tylee Anderson comes up for 2 foul shots. Do that. Nope. Now it's not a shooting foul. Jordan Potts, Tyler Parks, Jamie Hackney back into the game. Gate City ball under the basket. And we could not get the ball in. Turnover to Pulaski. Pulaski brings the ball down the court. Maddox has the ball, being guarded by Jordan Potts. Passes over to Nubian Peak. Peak passes over to Adams for a long three. Missed it. Rebound Pulaski. Finally gets it back in. Swings the ball around. Nubian Peak has it back at the top. Passes it off to Demetrius Brown. Drives the basket. Rebound Ryan Adams. Shots missed. Tylee Anderson brings it down the court. Tries to pass it off to Jamie Hackney, but the Maddox was able to get it. Now he brings the ball back down the court. Pass goes back around. Ryan Adams for three, and it's good. 19-16 now the score. Still in favor of Gate City. Gate City back in the front court. Jamie Hackney comes around, and that'll be called a jump ball. And it'll be Pulaski ball. Both teams heavily substituting now. And in fact, we've got a timeout for Gate City, so we'll take a break. We're back. There's 5:21 to go in the second quarter. Gate City leads Pulaski 19-16. Pulaski ball in for Gate City. Jamie Hackney, Cody Salyer, Matt Bays, Stephen Williams, Tylee Anderson. Bringing the ball up the court. Jared King for Pulaski. Passes the ball over to Nubian Peak. Peak has the ball, being guarded by Williams. Starts toward the basket, pulls up. Decides to go again. Good pass there inside to Shea Dunnigan, and he scores. Gate City now down the court. Jamie Hackney has the ball, passes into Cody Salyer for a shot, misses it. Rebound. Well, we must have stepped out of bounds, so Pulaski has it. 19-18. Chance for Pulaski to take the lead. Jared King has the ball. Passes it over to Adams. Adams back to King. Out to Nubian Peak. Back out to Dunnigan. Dunnigan to Adams to King. Just moving the ball around a little bit now. Looking for a shot. Tries to pass it. Makes the turnover. Anderson has the ball. Brings it into the front court. 4:20 to go in the first half. Cody Salyers over to Jamie Hackney. Jamie back to Anderson. Anderson brings the ball around. Passes off to Stephen Williams. Moves toward the basket and scores. And Stephen goes down hard to the court. Looks like he'll be okay. So Stephen will have a seat for a second. Pulaski now has the ball, bringing it into the front court. Jared King has the ball, being guarded by Tyler Parks. Tries to come around, loses the handle. Steal by Cody Salyer, off to Tyler Parks. And now we bring the ball into the front court. Cody Salyer over to Anderson. Anderson moves the ball around. Misses the follow through also. Rebound by Pulaski. They come back down the court. Jared King has the ball. 5-second call. Maddox and Demetrius Brown are back into the game for Pulaski. .321 to go, first half. Cody Salyer back to Tyler Anderson. Brings the ball up. And had a little bit of a push there by Maddox, number 22. That'll be his second. That is the 6th Pulaski team foul, so we'll be in the 1-and-1 after this one. Stephen Williams back in. Tylee Anderson has a seat. Cody Salyer to throw the ball in, throws it into Stephen Williams. Over to Jamie Hackney. Hackney to Williams. Williams has the ball top of the key. Being guarded by Maddox. Drives toward the basket, loses the ball. Picked up by Salyers, makes the shot. It goes in. Back on the other side. Pulaski now. Jamie Hackney makes a play on the ball. Goes toward the basket. Knocked out of bounds by Dunnigan. Tylee Anderson back in the game now. Trevor Smith sits down. 2:45 to go. Gay City has a 5-point lead and the ball. Ball out to Hackney, over to Williams. Into Hackney, a good idea, but didn't quite make the pass. .235 to go in the game now in the first half. Maddox has the ball out front, dribbling around. Makes a pass into Dunnigan, misses the shot. Rebound by Matt Bays. Gate City ball. Up to Cody Salyer, brings the ball up court, passes to Jamie Hackney. Double team now, back out to Cody Salyer. Salyer comes around to Anderson. Anderson passes back to Cody. Into Jamie, he's going to make a drive for the ball. Blocked by number 42, Travis Cox. It's going to be a Pulaski ball. We're going to get a couple of substitutes in. Trevor Smith, Josh Johnson back into the game. Cody Salyer, Matt Bays has a seat. 2:05 to go. Still a 5-point Gate City lead. Pulaski brings the ball down the court. Nubian Peak for a three-pointer. Good. Gate City ball. Pulaski now putting a little bit more pressure. Anderson brings it across the line. Tries to pass it. Gate City retains coverage, and we've got a foul. Foul will be on Demetrius Brown. That's his second. That'll be the 7th team foul. So Stephen Williams will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Take that back. That foul was called on Travis Cox instead of Brown. That'll be Cox second. Brown just has one. Williams up to the line. And misses the shot. Rebound by Josh Johnson, and we'll have a jump ball. which will go to Pulaski. All right, so now the ball goes to Gate City. So Gate City ball. Tylee Anderson to throw the ball in. And he'll call timeout. So while he takes timeout, we will too. 1:38 to go. Gate City leads by 2. All right, we're back. 1:38 to go in the first half. Gate City leads by 2, 23-21. Gate City ball. Tylee Anderson to throw the ball in. Gets it into Cody Salyer, puts up a 3. It's short. Rebound Pulaski. Maddox brings the ball down the court, passes it back out to Peak. Peak takes a three-pointer, and the official says it hit the guide wire. Would have been good except for that. Gate City ball. Ball into Stephen Williams, brings the ball into the front court. Passes back to Anderson. Anderson over to Hackney. Hackney back to Salyers. Salyer moves the ball into Anderson, over to Hackney. Hackney drives the ball, misses the shot, and Pulaski ball. Dunnigan has it, moves it to Maddox. 1 minute to go in the first half. Gate City still leads by 2. Ball passed in, turned over. Cody Salyer has the ball. Into the front court, Stephen Williams. Moves it over to Hackney. 45 seconds to go. Hackney moves the ball back out, passes over to Williams. Williams misses Anderson. Salyer's got it, back in. Anderson drives and makes the shot. Pulaski ball, they're down by 4. We got 20 seconds to go in the half. Pulaski's going to hold for 1. Maddox has it, being guarded by Williams. 15 seconds. Still holding it out, 10 seconds. Now he moves around, nobody to pass to. 5 seconds to go. Dunnigan drives the ball and makes it. So good shot there by Dunnigan. He scores. And at the half, the score, Gate City 25, Pulaski 23. We're back for the start of the second half. Gate City leads Pulaski 25-23. Some of the halftime statistics for Gate City, their leading scorer, Tylee Anderson, with 6 points. Cody Salyer has 5. Josh Johnson has 5. Stephen Williams and Jamie Hackney both have 4, and 1 point by Trevor Smith. For the Pulaski Cougars, their leading scorers are Adams and Peak, each with 5. Shea Dunnigan 4, Jared King 3, Maddox and Quisenberry and Cox all have 2. So this game is much closer than the previous one at Pulaski, so we'll see what happens this second half. Players are back on the court, getting ready to start. It looks as if we'll just be going with 2 officials this second half. The third official did not come back out after halftime. Pulaski ball, they throw it in to Jared King. Ball is blocked, but Pulaski gets it back, and now we're going to have a foul on Tylee Anderson. That'll be Tylee's first foul. In fact, we've not had very many fouls. Only 1 foul by Cody Salyer in the first half, whereas Pulaski had 7. Pulaski comes around, moving the ball around. Ball is out in the hand of Adams. Adams tries to pass in. Gate City hit it away. It'll be Pulaski ball under the basket. In for Gate City to start the second half is Hackney, Anderson, Williams, Salyer, and Bays. Ball is thrown out to Adams. Adams brings the ball back in. In for Pulaski are also their starters. And there goes the shot by Jared King. Three-pointer, and it's good. Pulaski now leads 26-25. Gate City has the ball. Stephen Williams knocks it off his shoe. There's a scramble for the ball. Williams has it back. Gets the ball over to Hackney. Hackney throws the ball in. Anderson is able to throw the ball off a Pulaski defender and will keep the ball. Salyer throws it in and knocked away. So sort of a slow start for this second half so far. Salyer throws it into Hackney. Hackney in underneath the basket, puts it up, cannot get it. Rebound is made by Pulaski, brings the ball down, and Stephen Williams is going to be called for a block. That is Stevens' first foul. That's the team second. Pulaski ball at the side. Ball being brought up the court by Jared King. Moves around. Lucky we didn't get a foul there. Pass out, three-pointer up and good by Nubian Pete. So Pulaski has hit 2 3-pointers here to take the lead early, 29-25 in the second half. Stephen Williams brings the ball into the front court. Passes into Cody Salyer. Salyer brings the ball around, throws into Anderson. Anderson goes for the basket, misses the shot. Rebound by Bays, and Bays makes the shot. That's the first point for Bays. Cuts the lead to 2 points for Pulaski. Jared King brings the ball around, passes it back to Dunnigan, who's back to King. Long three-pointer, misses. Rebound, Stephen Williams brings the ball down the court, and that's going to be a reach-in foul on Nubian Peak, I believe. That's his first foul. That'll be the team first for Pulaski. Got a couple of substitutions now. Josh Johnson, Trevor Smith comes into the game, as does Tyler Parks. Salyer and Anderson remain in the game. For Pulaski, Carter White enters the game. Devils moving the ball around. Trevor Smith has it. Passes out to Tyler Parks, over to Josh Johnson. Johnson is going to be in trouble, gets it to Anderson. Anderson almost loses it, but keeps it. Pulaski, much more pressure offense. Pass into Johnson, and missed the dunk. Pulaski ball now comes down the court, over to Adams, goes up for a three, misses it. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson passes off to Parks, brings it back down the court. Trevor Smith back to Parks. Parks over to Anderson, over to Salyer. Salyer up for a three, in and out. Rebound, though, Trevor Smith. Salyer back out to Parks. Back to Salyer. Brings the ball out to Trevor Smith. Smith over to Anderson. Anderson drives toward the top of the key. Keeps trying to find a place to go in. Ball stolen. And I believe we're going to have a foul called. Foul was called on Anderson. That's his second. That's the team third. The Pulaski ball in for Gate City is Jordan Potts. Zane Quisenberry in for Pulaski, along with Travis Cox. Pulaski ball, moving the ball around. Ball is back to Maddox, over to Carter White, and Carter White made the shot. Gate City ball, bringing it up the court. Pulaski now leads by 4, 31-27. 4:30 to go in the third quarter. Anderson drives and is fouled. Foul is on Maddox. That's his third, second team foul. Tylee Anderson up to shoot, hits his first free throw. And Tylee hits his second free throw. Pulaski brings the ball down the court. Shot up, short. Rebound by Cox, goes in, short. Rebound by Potts. Potts brings the ball up court. Williams over to Hackney. Hackney drives around, takes the shot, and it misses. Rebound by Bays. And it'll be called a jump ball. So Gate City gets the ball on the change of possession. Cody Salyer to throw the ball in. And 5 seconds. So Pulaski ball. Tylee Anderson back into the game. Substitutions also by Pulaski. Just under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Pulaski leads. Ball in and shot made by Travis Cox. Gate City ball. Williams brings it up the court, passes to Bays. Bays over to Hackney. Hackney over to Salyer. Salyer puts up the three, and it's good. Pulaski brings the ball down the court. Brown has it, top of the key. Backs off, guarded by Anderson. Over to Adams. Adams back to Brown. Brown drives toward the basket, and fouled by Matt Bays. That is Bays' first. That is the team fourth. Demetrius Brown to shoot his free throws. Misses the first. Dunnigan back in for Pulaski. Josh Johnson in for Gate City. Brown misses his second and is going to be called for over the back. That is Brown's third foul. Second foul. Gate City bring the ball in. Hackney brings it down the court. Knocked out of bounds by Pulaski. Gate City ball. 3:10 to go. Pulaski still leads by 1. Cody Salyer passes the ball in to Tylee Anderson. I'll get it right in a minute. Anderson backdoor cut to Hackney. Foul by Dunnigan. That is Dunnigan's first foul, the team fourth. Both teams, 4 team fouls this half. Cody Salyer to bring the ball in. Back to Stephen Williams. Williams to Johnson. Johnson. Ball thrown out of bounds off Hackney. So Pulaski ball, still leading by 1. 2:51 to go in the third quarter. Jared King's going to bring the ball up the court. Gate City not in full court pressure at this time. Brown has the ball into Dunnigan, and he gets the shot. Foul there by Josh Johnson. That's his first. That's the team fifth. Dunnigan gets the 2 points, plus he gets the chance at the three-point play. Short, rebound by Johnson. 3-point lead now for Pulaski, still playing pressure defense. Cody Salyer brings the ball up the court, passes it to Jamie Hackney. Hackney now passes to Stephen Williams. Williams back for three, misses it. Rebound, Pulaski. Adams brings the ball up the court, being guarded by Cody Salyer. Adams brings it around, looks for the pass. Almost turned over by Pulaski, but they remain in control. Jared King has the ball. Back out to Brown, back out to Nubian Peak. Peak to King, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Cody Salyer. Passes it to Stephen Williams. Williams to Hackney. Hackney holds the ball second, back to Salyer. Salyer drives in, pushes back out to Williams. Williams over to Anderson. Anderson holds the ball into Josh Johnson. And looks like we're going to have a foul called. Foul called on Dunnigan. And there was apparently a technical call. Jamie Hackney to take the shots, misses the first. Hackney makes the second. And now we bring the ball in from, and now there seems to be some confusion on the scoring. All right, they seem to have everything settled. Still Gay City ball. Pulaski leads by 2, 1:43 to go in the third quarter. Salyer to throw the ball in. Gets the ball in to Anderson. Anderson brings the ball up the court. Anderson passes back. Three-point shot by Salyer is good. And Gate City retakes the lead. 36-35. Pulaski down the court quickly. Pass back out to Jared King. King goes for the basket. And it looks like there will be a foul called on Trevor Smith. And that'll be his first. Both teams now have 6 team fouls, so from here on out, everybody in the bonus. Pulaski ball under the basket. 1:19 to go. King to throw it in to Carter. Back out, three-pointer, good. Pulaski takes 2-point lead. Gate City brings the ball in, moves the ball across court. Trevor Smith dribbles down. Kind of in trouble, gets it in to Salyer. Salyer moves toward the basket, misses the shot. No rebound. Salyer still has it, goes again. And foul on somebody in the middle of all that. Foul is going to be called on number 42 for Pulaski. That's Travis Cox. That is his third. And we will now be shooting the 1-and-1. Trevor Smith on the line. .51 seconds still to play in the third quarter. Smith makes his first. Will now have a chance to tie it with his second free throw. Steps up to the line. And misses it, but rebound is eventually brought down by Pulaski. They bring the ball down the court. They lead by 1. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. King had the ball. Passes it off. Pass back in to him. Back out to Adams. He puts up a 3. It's good. So Pulaski back out to a 4-point lead. 30 seconds to go. Tylee Anderson brings the ball down, gets fouled, and makes the shot. Chance at a 3-point play. Foul's going to be called on Travis Cox again. That'll be his 4th. Tylee Anderson at the line. Nope, now they change it. Tylee makes the shot. The foul went to Carter White, his 1st. So Cox still has only 3. Score, Pulaski 41, Gate City 40, 24 seconds to go. Pulaski ball. They bring it down the court. They're going to hold it for 1. King has the ball out front. Down to 9 seconds, passes it around. Ball is now held, makes a drive, makes a shot. Shot made by Quisenberry, goes in. Still made by Adams and goes in. So Pulaski gets there and makes the shot and then steals the ball on the inbounds and gets another shot. So at the end of the third quarter, the score now, Pulaski 45, Gate City 40. At this time, again, we'd like to thank our GCTV sponsors for girls and boys basketball for the 2007-2008 season. Campus Drive-In, Delegate Terry Kilgore, Fairway Ford Volkswagen, Farm Bureau Insurance, New People's Bank, Law Office of Jeff Hamilton, State Line Graphics, Scott County Long Distance, Tailored Information Technologies, Town of Gate City, and Weber City Drug Center. DVD copies of this game may be ordered by calling the Gate City High School office. All game DVDs are $15, and all proceeds from all sales will go back into the production efforts of GCTV. So we're ready to start the fourth quarter, and with a little bit of misplay there at the end of the third quarter, Gate City finds themselves down 5 points, 45-40. Both teams will be in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter. Nobody really in foul trouble at this point. Travis Cox has 3 for Pulaski. That's the closest. Setting the lineup for Gate City to start the fourth quarter, we've got Tylee Anderson, Tyler Parks, Cody Salyer, Jamie Hackney, and Matt Bays. For Pulaski, we have Ryan Adams, Jared King, Nubian Peak, Shea Dunnigan, and I believe Demetrius Brown. Seem to have a little bit of confusion over whose ball it's going to be.